Good morning students. In the previous session we have studied about properties and uses of acids. Now we have seen that mineral acids are harmful to our body. In the previous session we have studied about mineral acids that are also called as strong acids. And which are the examples of mineral acids? The mineral acids are sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3, and hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. However, several organic acids are also called as natural acids, which are present in our body and in plants, which are useful to us. In the previous session we have studied about natural or organic acids. Which are the natural and organic acids? The natural and organic acids like tartaric acid, acetic acid, then citric acid, oxalic acid. These are the examples of natural or organic acid which do not cause any harm to our body and which are useful to us. Now DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, which is an acid which is present in our body, decides heredity property. Now there are different acids which are present in our body and they are useful to us, like DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, which is present in our body and which decides the hereditary characteristics or heredity property. Now proteins which are part of our body cell are made up of amino acids. Proteins which are present in our body are made up of amino acids, and the fat of our body is formed by fatty acids, and the fats which are present in our body, they are made up of fatty acids. So these are the different acids which are present in our body. So they are organic acids and they do not harm our body, they are useful to us. And which acids are harmful for the body? Like mineral acids are harmful to our body. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So here we have completed properties and uses of acids. Now the next part, that is bases. Base is a substance whose water solution gives hydroxide ion. Base is a substance whose water solution gives hydroxide ion. Hydroxide ion means OH minus ion. As you can see here, this is OH minus ion, hydroxide ion. And in the acids we have studied acids gives H plus ion in the solution form, right? H plus. And here bases, in bases, base is a substance whose water solution gives hydroxide ion, that is OH minus ion. Now one example is given, NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide. In aqueous means aqueous solution, in water solution it gives Na plus, that is sodium ion, plus OH minus, that is hydroxide ion, and aqueous means aqueous, that is water solution. So example is given, sodium hydroxide in aqueous solution, in water solution it gives sodium ion, that is Na plus, and hydroxide ion, that is OH minus ion. Okay, so this is the example of base, sodium hydroxide, which gives sodium ion and hydroxide ion. So base is the substance whose water solution gives hydroxide ion, that is OH minus ion. And acid is a solution, acid is a substance, in water solution it gives H plus ion, right? And base it gives OH minus, that is hydroxide ion. Okay, now the next part. Okay, so these are the some examples of bases or alkali. Bases are also called as alkalis. So these are the examples of bases. As you can see here, sodium hydroxide. See the picture, first one, sodium hydroxide means NaOH. Potassium hydroxide means KOH. I am writing it here, NaOH. Then potassium hydroxide means KOH. Calcium hydroxide means CaOH2. Now magnesium hydroxide means MgOH2. And the last one, that is ammonium hydroxide, means, I am writing it here now, ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH. So this is ammonium hydroxide. So these are the examples of bases or the alkali. The first one, that is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Potassium hydroxide means KOH. Then calcium hydroxide is Ca in bracket OH2, right? And the magnesium hydroxide MgOH2. and ammonium hydroxide is NH4OH are the examples of bases. Now this table shows the alkali and their uses. Now these are the uses of alkalis or the bases. Now the name of the alkali, name of the base, then its formula and the uses are given. So we'll start from first one, sodium hydroxide. Just now we have seen the examples, NaOH. Sodium hydroxide means NaOH, and it is useful in washing soap. It is used in washing soap. Now the next one, that is potassium hydroxide, and the formula is KOH, and it is used in soap or shampoos. The next one, that is calcium hydroxide or lime water, that is CaOH2, which is used in lime or whitewashing. Okay. And the next one, that is magnesium hydroxide or milk of magnesia, MgOH2, which is used in acidity resistant medicine or antacids. It lowers the acidity in our body, so it is used as antacids. Now the next one, ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH, which is used in the production of fertilizers. So these are the names of the alkalis, their formula and uses. So this table shows the formula of alkali and their uses. Once again we will read this. Sodium hydroxide is NaOH, the formula is NaOH, sodium hydroxide, or it is also called as caustic soda, which is used in washing soap. Then potassium hydroxide or potash, that is KOH, which is used for manufacturing soap and shampoos. Now the next, calcium hydroxide or lime water, that is CaOH2, which is used as lime or whitewashing. Whitewashing is a calcium oxide, that is CaO. And the next, magnesium hydroxide or milk of magnesia, that is MgOH2, is used as antacids. Okay, in the medicines which use against to lower the acidity, the medicine which is used that contains magnesium hydroxide, which is called as antacids. Now the next one is ammonium hydroxide, that is NH4OH, which is used in the production of fertilizers. So these are the name of the alkalis, name of the bases and their uses. Okay, in the previous session we have studied the uses of acids. Now these are the uses of base. Okay, now we'll see the next, properties. So these are the properties of alkalis or bases. Now the first property is bases has bitter taste. These we have studied previously. Bases has bitter taste, and I hope you are knowing the first property of acids. Acids has sour taste, right? And the bases has bitter taste. Now the next, they are slippery to touch. They are slippery to touch. Third one, bases contain hydroxide, that is OH minus as a main constituent, and acid contains H plus ion as a main constituent. Okay, and bases contains hydroxide, that is OH minus ion as a main constituent. So this is the third property. Now the fourth property is metal oxides are generally basic in nature. Metal oxides are generally, they are basic in nature. For example, magnesium oxide, when dissolved in water, it forms magnesium hydroxide, which is basic in nature. So metal oxides are generally basic in nature, and one example also I have given. So these are the properties of alkalis. The first property is bases has bitter to taste, they are slippery to touch, and the main constituent of bases are OH minus ion, that is hydroxide ion. Then metals oxides are generally basic in nature. So these are the properties. So till now we have studied about the uses and the properties of alkalis or the bases. Now the next, that is neutralization. What is the meaning of neutralization? Neutralization means, we have seen that acid contains H plus, that is hydrogen ion, and bases contain OH minus, that is hydroxide ions. Salt and water are formed by combination of acid and base. Salt and water formed by combination of acid and base. Now see the reaction, acid plus base, it gives salt plus water. So salt and water, they form by the combination of acid and base. Now we will take one example acid, that is HCl, hydrochloric acid. Now base, that is NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Now when hydrochloric acid it reacts with sodium hydroxide, it will give NaCl, that is sodium chloride, and H2O, that is water. Okay, so this chemical reaction is called as neutralization. Neutralization means what? When the acid they react with bases, or when they react with bases they form salt and water. So this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. One example also given, one acid, that is hydrochloric acid, when it reacts with sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, what it gives? It gives NaCl, means salt, sodium chloride, and H2O, that is water. So salt and water are formed by combination of acid and bases. So this chemical reaction is called as neutralization reaction. Okay, I hope you are clear with this concept. Neutralization means salt and water are formed by combination of acid and base, and this reaction, this chemical reaction is called as neutralization. You can give one example also, that is HCl, hydrochloric acid, when it reacts with sodium hydroxide, NaOH, it gives NaCl and H2O, that is NaCl means sodium chloride, salt, and H2O means water. So it gives salt plus water. Acid plus base, it gives salt plus water. Okay, so this chemical reaction is called as neutralization reaction. I hope you are clear. So we will revise once again what we have learned today. We have seen the properties of bases or the alkalis. The first property of base or the alkalis is alkalis are bitter to taste. Yes. Now the second property, alkalis are slippery to touch. Third one, that is the main constituent of base or the alkali, that is hydroxide ion, OH minus ion. And the last property, metal oxides are generally basic in nature. So these are the four properties of bases or the alkalis. Now after that we have studied the uses of bases or the alkalis. So these are the uses of alkalis and their formulas also. Now so the name of the alkali is given, that is sodium hydroxide, which we are writing it as NaOH. The formula is NaOH, sodium hydroxide, or it is also called as caustic soda. And where it is used in washing soap. The second one, that is potassium hydroxide, or it is also called as potash, and which is writing it as KOH. The formula is KOH, and it is useful in soap and shampoos. Okay, now that is calcium hydroxide or lime water. It is written as CaOH2, and it is used in lime or the whitewashing. Okay, and the next, magnesium hydroxide, milk of magnesia, that is MgOH2. It is used as antacids, acidity resistant medicine. And the last one, that is ammonium hydroxide, that is the formula for ammonium hydroxide is NH4OH, which is useful in the production of fertilizers. So these are the formulas of alkalis and their uses. So today we have learned the uses and the properties of alkalis or the bases, and after that we have studied the neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction means the chemical reaction between acids and bases to form salt and water. When acid react with base, it forms salt and water. So this chemical reaction is called as neutralization reaction. I hope you are clear with this. So today we will stop till here. In the next session we will start with the next concept. Thank you so much.